Here we are, back for another episode of the Basement Bros.
It's
Another
the next week,
installment.
but we're recording this hot off the heels of our Shot in the Dark commentary.
I'm going to say we're Season 3, Episode 2, officially.
No, have we gone into Season 3?
We're in
No, we
Season
haven't.
3.
We never even closed Season 2.
I would say we're in Season 3.
No, we're not.
We have to
took-
close Season 2.
We don't have to close it. We took a break. We released a movie.
Was it the-
Season 3, Episode 1 would be the movie review, busting into fall.
No, because we never got to do my meme review, bro. I wanted that to be the
I
closer.
feel like
Sorry.
the seasons should just be years.
Yeah, that's
Should they be years?
Yeah, yeah, because we did the first one. We started like I want to say mid-year, but closer to
No, when we started this, it was November of last year.
yeah. And then we ended it in December. We did our Christmas special, end of the year review, and then we started.
It only ended as a season because the year rolled over. Hayden.
Right.
It wasn't the amount of episodes that we had.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have to
'cause
be
we're-
either
yeah, 'cause-
or. It could be either or. It
'cause
could.
Doesn't have
Just
we
whenever
have to
we're
have like
feeling it.
some sort of finale.
Yeah, season.
That's a build and talked about as a finale. For
That's what
it
I'm
to be
saying.
the
We
end of the
didn't do
season.
a
We don't
closer
have
to
to have
season
a
2.
closer. We could just start a new season whenever.
Have you ever watched a season of a TV show that didn't have a
There's
season
a finale, and
Yeah,
then
Besides
there's
a soap
I
opera?
have seen shows without finales.
those are soap operas, and they just end on a cut scene
Whatever.
to leave you.
You're
hanging.
outvoted, Hayden.
That's fine.
Season 2, episode 24.
Season 3, Episode 2.
Yeah, I don't even know what episode this will be. But I have some
Huge news.
not really huge news. I just have some bones to pick.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off. So I'm gonna rant a little bit.
For those of you that missed, Congress had a hearing and aliens exist. Just gonna throw that out there.
We'll get into
Unidentified aerial phenomenons. exist.
UAPs.
it. UAPs exist.
There is a whole Sector 7 retrieval of alien bodies and craft spaceships.
Oh, well, let's get into it. As always,
This is Hayden.
this is Tanner.
And Chris B, howdy howdy. Let's get rowdy. So I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna do a Urban Dictionary.
Oh, wow. Throwback.
Yeah, throwback. It's been probably 4 weeks or so. Sacnosphere, the atmospheric climate on or around your scrotum or testicles.
that's-
That's totally a real
That's
thing.
very good.
It's
You said
humid and hot in my sacrosphere during the summer months. Like right now.
Saccosphere.
That is absolutely a real
that's pretty
thing,
good.
and I'm
Yeah,
surprised I haven't heard that.
I know,
term
I'm going to
before.
start using that one because, like, I usually use the reference Shrek and Donkey are fighting over whose swamp it is right now in my pants.
That was very good.
Instead
That's funny.
Instead of just being like, I got swamp ass, just being like, Shrek and Donkey are fighting between my cheeks right now about whose swamp it is.
Dude, it's so freaking horrible when your sack gets sweaty.
It's stuck to your leg.
It's either stuck to your leg or it's just like sliming around,
Um,
just sloshing.
and it's there's so many like funny things about that because like it shows like someone like footsteps on the beach. And there's two perfect like footsteps, and there's this one off to the side, and we all know what happened.
You had to
just
shake
step-
him off and
Yeah,
get him
yeah.
unstuck.
Yeah. My boss at work, he'll be like, when he does like our pre-shift, and we'll talk about safety, everybody knows what he does. He like gets on his tiptoes and kind of like shimmies his hips, and he'll get back down. And what he's doing is he's trying to get his ball sack off of his leg. And everybody knows it, but he's never like made mention of it.
Doesn't
He just,
acknowledge it.
Yeah, he doesn't acknowledge it. He just does that.
That or the sly little pinch and grab. And
Yeah, just
Well,
just
there we go.
yeah.
Has to
Every
be
guy does it.
nonchalant.
Yeah.
And it's a science. It's a true science.
But you're not supposed to make note of it. You're just supposed to just get it out. You have to do it. It's uncomfortable. Just get it out of
Just
the way.
get it
be
over
done.
with. So, since the last time we recorded, I went to a Nickelback concert.
And Tanner took a trip.
And I went to Florida.
We all
So.
stayed here. I guess I went camping.
Yeah, that's partly the reason why
enjoyed my-
we've been MIA for a little while.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
you know.
my vacation. I was just chilling at the house.
Summer
Mhm.
vacation, just spending time away from each other, so that way we can be back to film and record.
And not hate it.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's so
Uh,
miserable outside.
One day,
So something I noticed after taking several trips up to Northwest Arkansas recently, 'cause that's where we flew out of
Who's
for
that?
Florida.
You've-
I was
oh,
at
they're
a-
going to,
did you ride on Breeze Airways?
yes, we did.
How did you like the experience?
Fucking hated it.
even worse than like that trip to Cancun.
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but it was. So that trip come back from Cancun, like it was a horrible flight back, but the rest of it was okay.
Yeah.
like the
This
trip
one
there.
was
and,
just all
This one
around.
was just like, just generally awful,
I mean, it was
Yeah.
$49
rather than just bad.
you paid $100.
Bro,
round
I'm
trip.
telling you, when the first flight,
What
which
can you expect?
I already have flight anxiety. Like I don't like planes.
I get anxious on planes,
all.
doctor.
Like I become William Shatner in that episode of The Twilight Zone. Anytime I'm on a plane, where I'm just like sweating bullets, can't look out the window. Like I just have bad flight anxiety.
Gets a window seat every time though.
So I was, well, no, I sit on the aisle.
That motherfucker is not real.
Yeah, I saw that. Anyway,
I actually seen a painting of that, and it's her,
her standing in the aisle.
but then it's the rest of the plane, and it's got Bigfoot, aliens, and unicorns. It's got just some-
So which one is she talking about? This time?
right? Yeah, it's so funny. Like I want that painting now.
Well, our first flight to Florida, first plane.
Left XNA, landed it.
Right, but
Orlando.
as they're doing the whole thing where they're talking about the safety regulations, and it's like, okay, we need this is how you snap your buckle, and there's an exit here and an exit, yada yada yada. As the guy's doing it, it had to have been his first time.
Oh,
It absolutely had to have been his first time doing that, because he was tripping over his
Cool.
words and was like,
exit is
what do I say next, kind of thing.
yeah.
And so like I'm on high alert. Like I know this isn't the captain talking, but still it just like,
just like-
okay, is
This
everybody
is not your captain speaking.
is everybody on this plane this incompetent?
Like, is this a whole new flight?
Is this like everybody's first little maiden voyage test run? So yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun at all.
Yeah, because you never really talked to the pilot.
No,
The
I mean they
person that
kind of
you're-
come on there as
Yeah.
it's like, okay, and we're coming into this
Right.
right now.
It's
sunny.
Most of
Start
your
on
company-
initial.
175 in Las Vegas.
Yeah, but that guy is your front runner. He's supposed to make you comfortable.
Exactly.
And if
He's
he's
the
already,
ace.
and
Absolutely
he's already
did
making
not.
you nervous. It's just making the whole
He-
trip. Just,
yeah, so I'm like white knuckling this whole time.
There's still baggage, like just putting shit in the plane, and Tanner's just like, I'm not.
Like Chris in our short film.
Just,
I took a Benadryl before getting onto that plane just to try to sleep through it, which I
Didn't
Didn't.
did not obviously.
and also I know like antihistamines are also an anti-anxiety thing, so I tried that. I almost fell asleep after about 20 minutes in the air, and I think my body was like, "No, you're on a plane, bro."
You can't.
because I started.
I was gonna say like maybe there's like a little shudder. Like nope, that ruined it.
I'll reenact exactly what happened here. Chris, hold this. So I started falling asleep. I was like, then as soon as my body hit sleep, I was just like,
Nope.
I jolted so hard, like, and it was like a involuntary thing.
Yeah,
like. Dude, it freaked Carrie out because she was sitting right next to me. She thought it
Just
was
the two of you in the row.
yeah, it was just me and her.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
I looked around to make sure nobody else saw that because we were sitting at the very back of the plane because I'm like, well, at least we're the least likely to die sitting at the second to last row.
No.
Actually,
So my dad always told me like on roller coasters we'd sit at the back. He's like, you know what the best thing about being in the back is? You're the last one to die.
The last one to die, yeah, pretty
the
much.
safest place to sit in a plane is the row directly before where the wings attach to the plane,
Why?
because that's where there's the most like
support.
structural support. Because whenever the plane's going to hit the ground, the nose of the plane's going to come off first, and those
Oh, that
first
makes
two
Tuck
rows,
under.
Yeah, I played Modern Warfare 3.
and then the back set of rows are going to come off as well.
No, but every crash you see, literally the nose comes off.
Yep, and
yeah,
sucked on
yeah,
the plane.
that's true.
So,
But yeah, that was awful. But my real qualm
oh no,
is with you drivers in Fayetteville. Of all the
Oh.
idiots,
I can
of
see that.
all the idiot villages, of all the idiot world, Fayetteville stands alone.
I would just put the whole
And
I've-
Northwest
and I've
driven through
Arkansas
Austin,
metro
bro.
Are you
Area?
talking about like the 2-lane area, or like when it's like the 4 or 5-lane area?
All of it.
No.
Just all
I've
of it?
never seen so many almost crashes in my life. And I've driven everywhere, man.
The
Like,
worst part about it in Northwest Arkansas, what I've noticed, is people either fucking fly
yep.
or they go 5 or 10 under.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's nobody going the speed limit.
I
Like,
rode center lane going the speed limit behind a semi truck because I'm like, I'm just going to get right here. Like, Carrie, tell me like 2 miles.
Give me the
before I have to get
directions.
off. Yeah.
and then you have to get on
Oh, it
whatever
was horrible.
412.
It was horrible. Like, people, people out there just don't know.
And
how
then
to
there's
drive.
like 3 and 4 lanes, and people are just weaving in and out of traffic.
Well, it's so
Like the-
crazy because you'll be on the right side, and then you'll get 2 extras, and then it cuts back over, and
Yeah.
it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's bad. And people up there are driving like, yeah, like you said, like they're either hauling ass and
Like,
almost hitting people,
Flying.
and the people they're almost hitting are driving 5 under. Yeah, and like another horrible place as far as drivers go is Austin, Texas. That whole stretch between Fort Worth and Austin, horrible. But I never saw any like almost crashes.
Yeah.
People are just driving insane.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they all know how to
Texas
do
thing,
it.
yeah.
Like they all know how to do it.
That's the difference
Up
between
here, they
Texas
don't.
drivers and Arkansas drivers. Arkansas drivers crazy, and they don't know what they're doing.
No.
Texas are like trained to drive. It's
Train
bred-
to go fast.
Yes.
Train to weave in and out of traffic.
Yeah.
You ever been
Yep.
on a fucking on-ramp in Dallas, bro?
It's horrible.
25 on the city street, 90 by the
Bro,
time you
it's,
get to the
it's
end of this.
NASCAR. Pace
1,500 feet
pace
ramp.
car's gone. Boogity boogity. Let's go.
Yeah, and the another sucky thing about driving in Dallas is anywhere you go, it's like, okay,
Go.
you're gonna make a right turn up here, and then as soon as you get onto that road, it's like, okay, in 500 feet, you
Turn
need to
left.
make a left turn.
You
You've
gotta
passed-
cross
gotta go
8
over.
lanes of traffic to get to your off-ramp on the wrong fucking side of the highway.
the opposite side of where you're at,
Yes.
and you have to get over now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Like
bad.
that scene in Family Guy where she's like, "Okay, I turn now. Hope other drivers are prepared." Just
Yes,
And
exactly.
that area in Dallas has the widest freeway in the nation.
yeah. Okay, is that the
The
that?
Katy
Yeah, and
Highway,
people
it's
use
called.
up every bit of it.
Every inch of that.
What is it? 12 lanes,
I think 12 per side.
12 per side.
Yeah,
Right.
12
Yeah.
lanes
Oh,
per side.
yeah, it's
Because it's like 20. I remember
It's like
looking at a
20
picture.
something lanes
It's
wide. Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
insane.
it's absolutely
With a
anxiety
turnpike
inducing.
in the middle.
You know that you know that statistic that's like you're more likely to get involved in a car crash and die on the way to the airport than on the plane?
Correct.
That is never more true
Going
than in
forward.
Fayetteville.
Yes.
That's
Oh
fucking shit.
jeez.
I only go up there during work hours, so all the crazy people are at work.
Oh, it was rough. The flight coming back, we had to get it at the. So,
Direct
have
flight?
y'all ever flown from Tampa?
No.
Okay, that's where our flight went out of to come back to Fayetteville.
Okay.
There's not a parking lot.
What?
At the Tampa airport?
There's not like your traditional
like,
parking
off?
lot. It is in the middle of a cluster of interstate exits.
Okay, I gotta pull this up. Hold on.
So like there's places where you can pull off and pull up to where like your gate is, like where you need to get out there.
And George
there's not
J.
like a-
Bean.
I'm sure there's a parking structure where people can like leave their cars and stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as like a parking
Nah,
lot,
bro. It looks like you get off the interstate and fucking go straight to the airport.
it's in this like weird spider web
Yeah,
of
that's
roads.
what I'm looking at.
Our flight that we had to be at the airport.
Wow, look at that.
Oh my gosh, that looks
Looks
just
like let me
fucking.
change
That
it
looks
back.
scary.
Look at that mess.
What I'm
Fucking
looking
lanes
at on
hey,
this
Cheesecake Factory.
for this it looks like if you don't have your drag set on your fucking fishing pole and you throw it out there and it just fucking bird's nest and it just looks like just
Your mic's right
god-awful.
there, bro.
That's that. That looks
yeah,
or
it's
wherever
rough.
this picture's gonna be. That's a bird's nest. That's a bad day.
I do not
You
see.
pizzaed when you should have French fried.
You're gonna have a bad time.
I do not see like a single parking lot.
No.
There's the long-term parking garage.
Nope. But
And,
that, like I said, the lucky part of it was so where we were at in Florida was it was a 2-hour drive to the airport, and we had to
Yeah.
be there at 4:00 in the morning.
Wow.
You have
so
to go early.
we left out of where we were staying at like 2 a.m. Drove through, got dropped off there. It It was like a 2-hour and change flight home, and then like an hour and a half drive from Fayetteville to here.
Yeah.
So Tanner was tired.
Oh,
But
I feel that.
when we were getting there, luckily there wasn't a whole lot of traffic because it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the
Right.
morning. So we could kind of find our way around after making a few laps around the place. But yeah, it was just rough. But Florida's nice. Florida was really nice.
I decline to answer that.
I got eat alive by
Ate
the
up.
bugs that are down there. Gnats and stuff up here, and mosquitoes don't really bother me. But down there, dude, they like the Arkansas blood, I guess.
They smell the Marlboro Red and cat piss.
And it's-
2 hour, 27-minute
They're like-
flight.
And it's
They say
not
Arkansas blood.
it's not like gnats like we get up here where you get little bites and it's like, okay, whatever. No, these things
There's
like
like a little-
and it's like, gnats up here you don't notice.
They're tiny.
Like they can
You can feel them crawling.
They can,
and
yeah, you can feel them crawling maybe, and then they fly off, maybe bite you a little bit. These things down there were like flying little fire ants. Like when they bit you, like
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
And there was a lot of them. Let me see if I can get my ankle up on here.
Oh, shit, buddy.
Oh wow!
Eh.
See this right here? See that? That's a
Yeah,
bad time.
it's all my ankle is
Pretty
like
lit
looking
up.
at a braille book. It's rough,
Just
I wonder what it says.
and the backs of my calves.
it says be positive.
Be positive.
Good.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Be positive is my blood type.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I know
Mine's
that.
actually B negative.
Couldn't tell you what mine is.
Man,
Nope.
Tanner and I have incompatible blood.
Nah, we do.
Damn.
So I wouldn't want any of y'all's organs anyway.
Mine is the.
I know what they've been through.
Especially our livers
So like,
and lungs.
I think Haley has O negative. So like
Ooh, yeah, we gotta keep
mosquitoes,
her alive.
mosquitoes, gnats, everything, ticks. They flock to her. They look at me like I'm a fucking salad. The salad bar at Western Sizzlin. They.
I
do
think
not touch
Carrie
me.
is an O something or other because
They have
bugs
sweet-
love her too.
The sweeter blood is O negative. Apparently, is the sweetest blood type.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, it's
Whoever
like
they are.
yeah, whoever they are.
Scientists.
Like, I was thinking skaters. The skaters are like O negative.
The
is
Skeeter
like,
Club of America.
It's like cheese. It's like the Cheesecake Factory.
Call
and-
them, see what they like
and,
the most.
Yeah, look it up.
Out of all the blood types, mosquitoes have a preference for blood type O.
So it's not.
They
If
are
it's not,
also mosquitoes in particular are attracted to body
Body
odor,
odor.
heat, and dark clothing.
the dark clothing kind
Interesting.
of threw me off. I can understand the body odor because like what you like smell is from like what you eat. So if you
Yeah.
eat a lot of healthier food, you don't stink as bad. That's why like some people
So
that
if
are
you
kind
eat
of
like shit.
yeah. If you eat like shit, you stink. Your BO is way worse.
Interesting. Explains a lot.
Yeah, because like there'll be some people that are like a little obese that like eat like McDonald's all the time,
And they get
And
that smell.
and they have that smelly smell.
Smelly smell. The smells.
Mosquitoes
Not
are
hating on anybody. It's just natural, man.
Mosquitoes.
That's just what happens. I mean, yeah.
Take better care of yourself.
Mosquitoes are attracted to identical twins more than fraternal twins.
Really?
Weird.
That's kind of weird.
What a weird thing to study.
Wait, what was alcohol? What is that alcohol one?
It says a small 2002 study found that mosquitoes may be more attracted to people who have currently been drinking.
I believe that. I know that when I'm drinking beer and I'm outside, I get attacked more than if I'm sober outside.
Oh.
Like, seems
Same thing if
weird.
you're pregnant.
They're like pregnant women. That's why they're attracted to Haley. She's always pregnant.
It says here, try to avoid getting bug repellent near your eyes or mouth.
No, I think that says it on the bug spray.
I would like to give a quick shout out to something else I forgot.
Really
To the horrible drivers of Sanibel Island, Florida.
old.
No. No,
They're
they
not
weren't.
retired.
All
They weren't old.
vacationers?
They're millennials.
And I, they weren't old. I could see into their vehicles. And also, I was like, I got to take
Everybody
a look at this
driving around in a
dumbass.
rental with no tent.
That's what I was thinking. Everybody's renting.
Also that. We rented a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Ooh, how'd you like that?
It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. It was pretty cool.
I was in. That was my second choice car.
Don't.
That's why I didn't.
They have terrible transmission.
They were
problems.
nice to rent.
Yeah,
Yeah. But, okay, so there's
would not own one.
here's the thing about Floridarians.
Floridians.
Yeah,
Floridians.
that was about to say Florida.
They don't know what four-way stops are.
What about blinkers?
Not really. So on the island, there's
Tanner would definitely fit in there.
that we
Right.
stayed on.
Never
I used
seen
my
it.
blinker. I don't
You
know what
may
you're
use
talking
your
about.
blinker, but the Camino doesn't even have brake lights, so I know it does have.
And the consistency of your blinker use is very poor.
You don't even know. No, I use
do.
it. a lot. Anyway, so there's a
For
four-way
legal reasons, he
intersection.
uses his blinker.
There's this four-way intersection, like as soon as you get out from where we were staying,
They just
to
fly.
go to any other part of the island. They had to have in the most of the day, unless you went out like early in the morning or late at night, they had to have a traffic director
Like a
out
police
at the
officer?
four-way stop because people just couldn't figure it out.
See, so that's funny because I've seen lots of movies where they have cops patrol, or not patrol, but
They're
if they're
at
in
the
trouble,
intersection?
if they're like grounded for shit that they do, they have to cover they're like, you're in charge of
Traffic
the
cop.
Yeah, traffic
Yeah.
cop. That's their punishment. They don't do dispatch; they do traffic cop. And so literally, they have to. And I'm like, why is that a punishment?
That
why
sounds
do
so
people-
great.
No, in this heat. Can
No,
you
not
imagine?
this heat, but I mean, like, if I was in like Minnesota or Maine right now,
I've
it
always
wouldn't
been
be that
confused
bad.
about that. So that's funny that they actually need that.
It was
never
it
seen
was
it here.
sad. It was sad that they needed it there because it wasn't exactly a
Popular.
really
here.
wild little spot because not only was it four-way, but if you were turning right, like there was a little
It had its own like
there
dedicated
was a
lane.
little dedicated lane to go right. Really, the only time you had to stop or do anything is if you were going straight or turning left.
That's funny.
But they had to have a director for it. Yeah, no, people down there, drivers everywhere, just
Pay attention.
figure it out.
Quit texting and driving.
Quit texting and driving.
You don't need
If
distractions.
you get to a stoplight at the same time as other people, whoever is on the right,
Right.
Stop sign.
they
Stop
go
sign.
first.
The stop light
If
has
it's
to
not
be
working.
green for you to go through it.
Yes. Don't
Please.
go through a red light.
Yes.
No, if it's flashing,
Unless it's
treat
right
it-
on red.
If the light is flashing, treat it as a four-way stop.
Yeah, flashing red.
job.
If it's flashing yellow, it's just cautionary,
Yeah.
and you can go through it at a standard speed.
I'm talking about like when the power went out.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, always the person on your right.
Lord have mercy. It was-
Gosh,
There,
drivers.
I remember one time I was 17. Like I'd been driving for just a little bit. I was in a Russian standoff. Or Mexican standoff, I'm sorry. Mexican standoff.
Okay.
With this person. It was the four-way over here in Greenwood, like on Main Street.
by the school.
No, by that church that always has pumpkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
by that
The next four-way.
Yeah, the
Yep.
next four-way. We pulled up there, and I was like, "All right, you can go." And they're like, "No, you go." And I'm like, "No, you go."
No, you go.
And
No,
they're
you
like,
go.
You go.
No, you-
And
I hate that.
So
I
they
hate it
started
so
to-
much.
So I started to inch forward, and they started to inch forward. So I stopped, and then they stopped, and I'm like, "Fuck!"
And then when it's like always when you get into that situation, both of you get fed up at the same exact time and then
Yes.
try to go.
See,
And then,
go
and then
already.
the whole thing starts over. It's like just go. And then they're like, no, you. No.
I've come
Like-
to the point where I will
Just go.
If
Just
I
go.
stop, I try to beat people through. I'm not even
Yeah.
give them a single second to make a decision. I am going. It is my turn. Fuck you. That is, I'm done with it. I do not deal with other drivers.
I just go with the rules that were laid forth in the test that I had
Yes,
to take to get my
I follow
license.
the general rules, but when those don't work, it is my turn.
Yeah.
I'll get so. I'm a while back. We pulled up. I was on the right of this person, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. So I started to go, and they started to go, and then they laid their horn on me, and so my windows hurt. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem?
Oh, I'm not allowed
You
to do that.
pizza when you should have French fried.
Yeah, gonna have a bad time.
We're gonna have a bad time. We're gonna have a bad time, and we're in this together right
Yeah.
now.
We're all in this together. Everybody take your public transportation, and then you don't have to worry about it.
On the Sanibel Island, there was a wildlife refuge.
Who was there?
It was cool. It was like a 4-mile stretch of one-lane road where we just drove through. We saw manatees
Ooh,
just
Really?
wrestling around in a cove,
just
That's
chilling in
pretty
the
cool.
just
water.
chilling. Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
actually
sweet.
Really cool.
We were on this like overlook that was like a couple stories
So
high.
you could just look over.
So when we first spotted them, they were kind of at a distance, and we thought it was a gator.
Fuck out of here.
We thought
Oh,
we thought we were
shit.
seeing gators because
Yeah.
they kind of floated to the top. You couldn't really see any.
They were just fat blobs.
Characteristic.
Yeah,
They just kind of floated to the top and did that roll
yeah.
like gators do. So that's what we thought it was. And
But
then
they were blue, not green.
But
I'm colorblind.
Wait,
I know.
hang on. This is fresh water or is this salt water?
Saltwater.
Yeah,
They
manatee
would have
skin.
been. They would have been crocodiles.
Crocodile.
Correct.
Gators are freshwater.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't watch enough
alligators.
Animal Planet. I'm sorry.
Obviously.
Yeah, come
But
on.
on closer inspection, they were manatees or sea cows.
Or wait a minute. Hang on. I think I just got that
Nope,
wrong.
you got the correct.
No.
Because they have
Which is
saltwater
it?
crocodiles.
I'll put a poll.
No, so
What did I
the
see?
difference between alligators and crocodiles
Is the snoots.
no, crocodiles come out of the water and go on dry land.
It's also the snoots.
It's also the snoots.
They got different
There's
snoots.
a rare breed over there. It starts with an N. They're
Nigerian.
no, it's literally a
Nicaraguan.
no.
Nibian.
Just type in there's saltwater crocodile, but it starts with an N.
Anyways, I thought it was a man-eating lizard, but it was actually a sea cow. I'm sorry.
They are millions and millions of years old.
But it was really cool.
Millions and
No, they were just
millions.
playing.
It's just a saltwater croc.
It doesn't
Saltwater croc. Also found out on that little nature trail that my wife would not have passed natural selection.
Oh, Emily would have not.
Oh, as we were walking down the trail, anytime, there's pretty distinctive little,
Yeah,
kind of like cattle trails in a field, like where the cows trod.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell where these crocs or whatever were sliding in and out of the water.
Yeah.
So, anytime we came up to one or a sign that says danger, crocodiles in the area or alligators in the area, my wife would walk right up to it and look.
For the croc or looking
Yeah.
And I'm like, Carolyn, do you not see the sign? You got to get away from that. We're going to get eaten. We're going to die.
Did you
And
know?
I told her, I'm like, listen, babe, we can't outrun a croc. It's not, but I can outrun you.
Right.
So you're the one in danger here.
You're gonna be.
Wow. Saltwater crocodiles can live 70 years old. Have a bite force of 3,700 psi.
Cayman.
Cayman, that is not with
Cayman
an N.
Islands.
There's an N at the end.
Ooh, also on some of the beaches we were at, they had these areas taped off where there were sea turtle
Sea
legs.
turtle legs. Did you collect any?
No, I didn't go. I didn't get near it.
Is that illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
No. No, I steered clear of them.
What other flora or fauna did you see? that
Well,
you
there are the
need to
crazy
report on?
bugs,
Yeah.
the manatees.
Mhm.
What about
I saw a duck.
Hang on. What about the dolphins that Hayden tried to argue with? The
No.
Oh,
sharks?
shit.
They were
How did I
sharks.
forget about that? They weren't sharks.
They were
I,
sharks.
I promise they weren't sharks.
They had dorsal
No,
fins.
we were on the Hayden. They came up out of the water. and
Yeah,
they're
just
swimming
a
in
shark
pairs.
comes out of the fucking water.
They have snoots. Like I know the difference.
Sharks have snoots.
Not like a dolphin.
Okay, fair.
I love Shark Week when
I'm
it's
telling
like,
you, they
it
were
gets
not-
air.
They were not 15, 20 feet away from me. Like I could tell what they were.
He could throw a rock and hit one of them in the.
I could walk out
kinda
there and
dangerous.
tackle it. Like that's how close it was.
You should have.
But no, we saw
Brought it home, mounted it.
at least a dozen to 16 dolphins.
Did you feed them?
Maybe some of them were sharks, but most of them were
I don't
dolphins.
think they swim around each other. I feel like they're natural enemies.
Dolphins and sharks. I
Dolphins
believe
and
they are.
sharks.
Because
Well, all of them basically swam in pairs. So
Yeah.
I know dolphins
All the
do
sharks.
I believe
that.
it's
No,
called a school.
the dolphins.
I think it's a pod.
It is a pod. Yeah,
A
it is
pod of dolphins.
Yeah, it's a pod of
Oh,
dolphins.
I
like
got
us.
you guys.
A school of fish, pod of dolphins.
Pod of dolphins.
A bunch of crows is death.
A murder of sharks.
Murder of crows.
Yeah,
murder
murder
of
of
crows.
crows. Fuck. Death. No, that's just death.
Death of death.
What's a group
Saw
of
some
these?
pelicans. Those things are fucking huge.
With their big ol' neck things.
Yeah, that and like I saw several of them like do the little nose kamikaze
Yeah.
dive into the water.
Gulp.
It was pretty sweet.
Animals or wild?
Yeah.
So in Mexico, I used to like
You
they
boys like Mexico?
no, so like they give you like the chips for salsa.
Yeah.
They were
They give you
most,
chips with salsa?
Yeah, they're the most
Where
god-
the fuck are you eating, bro? I just get
Mexico.
salsa by itself.
right. So
I'm
it's
eating at
most
Mexico.
god awful chips. But the seagulls love them, so I would break them up, and literally you could play fetch with the seagulls. You
In
could
the
just,
air?
Yeah, you could
That's cool.
throw it up, and they would just. They are fucking perfect at it. Like it was
They've been
really
trained.
That's cool.
Sequels, bro.
cool. No, you were. I was thinking, me and Haley, we went to Cayman Islands a few years ago, and there was this little. You can swim with the fish, like its own little private
That's
habitat.
cool. Yeah.
Swim
So
with the fishies.
yeah, I was 19, 20. So I'm swimming with under there with the fish with like this snorkel, and I see a surgeonfish. I'm like, Dory. I swim over and grab this thing, and it's the size of my chest. It's a big ass.
That
fish.
sounds illegal.
Yeah, I came up, and the lifeguards are like, "Boop, boop, out of the water," and I'm like, "What's the problem?"
You're done.
Yeah, and Haley and her mom were over there on the beach, like, what are they whistling about? And then they just see me getting like pulled out of the water, getting yelled at. They're like, "Oh God!"
Hey!
Yeah, me and
You!
Haley have been dating for like 4 months. So her mom was like, "Why did we bring him?"
Also, I'm pretty sure me and Carrie both got stung by a jellyfish.
Did y'all pee on each other?
No.
They
No,
did
we
that
didn't.
anyway.
Yeah. Not.
Too late for that.
I have this like big red mark
Oh yeah.
right here,
Uh
and she has one on her back.
huh. Ooh.
And, and I've been stung by a jellyfish before, and it looks just like that.
But anyways,
But anyway, yeah, no, we got stung by a jellyfish. It
naturally.
sucked. Carrie
Ow.
got burnt like a lobster. It was
Yeah.
funny.
She is
Those
one of the
pale
whitest
skinwalkers.
kids I know.
Yeah.
Damn pale skinwalkers walking around like a fucking lobster.
I saw a barracuda once
Barracuda!
when I was like
Cozumel.
17.
Yeah, I remember that
yeah.
story. You had to hide behind some rocks.
Yeah, there was like this like rock, and we were at this like beach resort kind of thing. I just swam out as far as I could, right? Because I'm 17 and fuck it.
Might as well. Fuck it. What are you
Might
gonna
as
do?
well see
drown?
how far I can go into the ocean, you know.
Right? Yeah.
I had these goggles and I swam down. There's this little rock. There's all these fish around, so I just grabbed onto the rock and I was looking around. It was cool. And then
Fish disappeared.
I look up and I see this off in the distance, probably about 15 feet away from me, this like barracuda swim and then kind of go the other way. And I was like, oh shit.
As Tanner's fucking 15 feet underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm holding onto this rock, kind of froze, like I don't know what to do. And as I'm sitting there, I feel something lay across my fingers. And it was a jellyfish, which is just like a wad of gloop. Like they don't look like the ones that party in SpongeBob.
Right.
And it was stinging the shit out of my hand, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So
Drowned.
then I just
Drowned, electrocuted.
yeah. Then I just like swam the other way as fast as I could. Yeah,
Lived to
that's
tell
that
the tale.
story. Yeah,
So,
10 years ago.
I would pull the old punch a shark in the nose. I feel
Sounds like Chris.
yeah, I'd be like, come on, old bear. Actually, could you just grab the jellyfish, wait for the barracuda to come up, and
Shot it. Nature, versus
yeah,
itself.
That's what I was saying. Nature versus nature.
I feel like if I got like grabbed onto by a shark, my instinct would be just like get my thumbs and like gouge out its eyes.
That's
I
they
feel like
say.
that's
say
what you're supposed
punch
to
the
do.
nose or go for the eyes.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're underwater, like it's gonna be kind of hard to put any force behind a punch.
punch
I
it
just
as hard
like
as you fucking
eyes.
can.
And sharks are
Gouge out
just
your eyes.
expeditionary
don't
biters.
punch. Do this.
Do that.
Judo chop.
Judo chop. to
Judo
the
chop.
nose. 1 inch punch to the nose.
Perfect.
What you have to do is practice like
Practice what you preach.
like Bruce Lee for years to master the 1 inch punch.
just
Just for shark
just
attacks.
waiting for the day I come face to
well,
face with the
the
shark.
1-inch punch is like this. Like
Yeah.
it's hard. I've seen the videos.
I bet.
I couldn't imagine.
I bet.
To push somebody into a chair.
Patiently waiting by the door.
Oh, Angus.
Yeah. It's like
What is it, buddy? Did little Jimmy fall in the
But
well?
okay.
Well, that's
another episode.
That's another episode.
Thanks, guys.
Learn something a little bit about nature.
that's a wrap.
I'm pissed off at everybody in America.
Tanner will probably never get on another plane again.
Probably not.
I bet you he will. Ha ha ha.
You fucking carry.
Probably not. Not if I
We'll
can
just
help
drive places. I've always talked to Emmy about that. Like, I'll drive the car where we're gonna go,
Yeah.
and then she'll fly there, and I'll pick her up. So
You'll
that way
leave-
we have our
You'll
own
leave like
car.
a day ahead of time.
So that way we
Yeah.
have our own car, and we don't have to rent a car.
Yeah. Perfect.
I know, right? What a good plan. We'll have to do that as a family.
If I can't
Sounds
drive
god-awful,
somewhere
'cause you're paying
within,
twice.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. She's paying for the flight, and then you're paying for the fucking gas.
Yeah, but I'm not paying for the flight.
your seat. Yeah, but what? You're not. That just sounds odd.
What? It costs $100 to fly somewhere.
It depends.
it depends on the airline and how far it's going.
Yeah.
True. It's $199 round trip
No,
to.
if I can't
Puerto
drive
Rico.
to a location within 5
You're not
hours,
gonna drive to Puerto Rico.
I really don't need it.
I can.
Sounds
Come to that
awful.
decision.
Fair enough. Okay, bye.
Well,
See ya.
until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Like, subscribe, share with your friends.
Hit that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding.
punch that like button like you have a jellyfish and a barracuda's coming at you.
Yep. YouTube post credits.
Post credits.
Chris, did you see that The Nun 2 is coming out?
I did.
Oh, there is also
Saw 10.
No, I did
Keep
not
going.
see that.
There's a trailer
Scream
for Saw
7.
10.
I thought Spiral.
Scream 7.
yeah.
No, I'm tired of Scream.
I'm also tired of Scream, but Carrie loves it, so we watch them all.
It's just,
I mean, they're fine. It's just
it's just
kind of like
overdone.
Saw. It's not going to be as good as the first one.
The first
So like Spiral's all right.
first three Saw.
The
where it's
ending
at.
was stumbled.
So, yeah.
They stumbled the ending. The rest of it was pretty good.
I
But
quit
I
watching
thought
after,
Spiral
like,
was supposed to be
6.
Saw 10.
No, it's just like a Saw
like a-
spinoff.
yeah.
It's its
Well,
own
I knew
thing.
it was that, but
Isn't
I
it
thought
like a prequel?
It's probably the 10th one,
it was the
that's-
10th. Yeah, it was. That's why.
but
I
it's
was
not
saying,
Saw 10.
right.
Like Rogue One is
It's
in
not
episode
Saw.
8.
It's
I wish it
Spiral.
was.
I wish it was. Oh well.
But yeah, no, I am excited for Nun 2. That
I'm excited for Ahsoka in a few weeks. Yes.
yeah.
We
Looks
got
so
still
good.
Disney Plus again.
Honestly, The Conjuring I feel like has saved horror genre
In a way.
because honestly, all we've had is remakes and then,
Everything.
and then on and
At
then,
least The Conjuring, it's sequels.
and then Paranormal Activity, which the first one was
Ugh.
good, but now it's just overdone.
What about like
Um,
another Blair Witch Project?
Another Blair Witch Project would be cool.
well, they made
think
that
you can
Blair
do it.
Witch.
Yeah, they
and it
did.
was kind of.
That's what I said. I don't think it could be as
But
good.
no, so yeah, I feel like and Terrifier is another.
I want
one.
to see that. I still haven't
What's
gotten
the
to
one
watch
with the
that.
mirror? Oculus?
Oculus.
That
Oculus
one was good, yeah.
Oculus was good.
One of the only scary movies I've ever
God
seen.
dang, that part where she bites into the apple and it's actually a light bulb.
Oh.
In Oculus?
Yes. Every time.
Oh.
Mind bending.
But yeah, horror movies are great.
They're
but
the
yeah,
worst.
the 80s
I hate
were.
And we're here to save them.
No.
Yes, we
Shut
are.
them down. Put them in the fucking garbage.
We're here to
Some
save the
rom-coms.
I
I want to see Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds in another Proposal movie.
I hate rom-coms. There's no other
go for
genre.
No Proposal.
There's no genre
It's so
movie
good.
I hate more than rom-coms.
That was one of my favorites.
It's-
Was Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. That
that
was
time frame of rom-coms is
was
the
Prom.
best. Yes.
What was like 2002 to 2008.
The-
said, Couples
Judd
Retreat.
Apatow.
I do like that movie,
That's
Couples
a great
Retreat.
movie. That has Vince
That
Vaughn
was
in it.
2012. Yeah, it does have Vince Vaughn. That
Yeah.
one was good. Oh, and it's got James Favreau, and he was funny as shit in there.
John
Shit.
Favreau?
Or John Favreau.
You were
what
way
did I say?
off.
James
Favre.
James Favre?
I'm sorry.
His alter ego?
No, honestly, because like what
It's
you
like my
see-
brother's alter ego when he gets drunk. It's Jason.
No, like for real though, because that was like a different time frame of him.
Yeah.
He is a totally different dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him in the Replacements with Keanu Reeves.
I haven't seen that.
It was a football movie that used like B-list football players to replace like the overly paid football
Okay.
players.
Okay. I like that.
But he plays the
Like the ref or something.
no, it's just a fucking he's a cop, but he just tackles anything that has the ball. So like when they're doing scrimmages, he's on the offensive line and just he's like, I'm on your fucking team. He's like, I see that ball and I just get angry.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it is getting hot.
So
Yeah.
take off all our clothes.
Wrap it up. All right.
Wrap it.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I'd like to thank my mom.
Yeah, I also like to thank my mom. She is very trying to get us out there.
I'd like to thank Tanner's mom too.
Quit talking about Christy like that.